The reason why today I'm interviewing Kevin, because Kevin has the highest record till now. He raised 300 points of rating in 6 months.
When I'm in a game and I lose a piece and I usually would have quit, like take a deep breath, and I get so excited when I come back and I win those games.
So, do you think that changing from the London system to E4 and to open chess, it was one of the reasons of such a high growth 300 points?
Yeah. But when you go to a tournament and you lose to a 14-year-old little Indian kid, it stings a little bit more. I promise that I will teach them how to trap people against the French defense. Right?
Hello, everyone. Hello, dear friends. Hello, dear ChessMood family and chess lovers. I'm Grandmaster Avadi Grigorian, and today, first time in my life, I will take interview. And here, my guest is Kevin Ho. Hello, Kevin.
What's happening? Hey, coach.
Super, everything is good. Let me introduce you guys. Who is Kevin? Kevin is one of our ChessMood first members. He was at first student, but eventually he became more than student, and now we become a good friends together. Also, we met when I was in St. Louis. Kevin made a flight from another state, and we met, and we become very close. And the reason why today I'm interviewing Kevin, because Kevin has the highest record till now. He raised 300 points of rating in 6 months.
That's right.
And it's already many months. No one can break Kevin's record. So the reason of this interview is not to make some marketing about ChessMood. Most the reason is to share Kevin's tips, because 300 is very serious. Yeah, we have students who raised 100, 150 points, 200 even. Yeah, 300 it's something too much. Yeah, in 6 months. So I will interview Kevin, guys, today, and hopefully Kevin will share his tips, which you can also use in your chess growth. Yeah, what do you think, Kevin?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I'll share all my secrets.
Cool. Don't share, yeah, or maybe you keep few for you.
Of course.
So Kevin, could you imagine before that it will be possible for you to raise 300 points in 6 months?
I got to a place where I was like really frustrated with kind of running into a wall, right around 14 to 16. And no, I didn't think that it really was possible. And I got to a place where I knew that something had to change. The way that I was doing things, just analyzing my games on chess.com and really playing way too much chess, way too much. It just wasn't bearing the fruit that I wanted it to, And yeah, so I just wanted to have that growth, and it just wasn't happening the way I was doing it.
Okay, so mostly you switched from just playing to learning lots of time, yeah?
Yeah, I spent a lot of time learning the openings, completely revamped the way that I was doing things. I was starting out with, it was all just the London system, right? Everybody goes to that right away. So going from Queen's Pawn to King's Pawn was a big change. And right away, it got worse before it got better, right? I had to completely rethink and re-go about how I was starting out my matches, right? And so it was slow growth. I went backwards before I went forward, and I was expecting this to be the case with new openings, but
yeah, this is most of the time happening. Yeah, when you get out from the comfort zone, you are in a comfort zone, so you do move backward, and then you go faster. Yeah. So, do you think that changing from the London system to E4 and to open chess, it was one of the reasons of such a high growth 300 points?
I mean, yeah, absolutely. I think the proof is in the pudding, right? We get to watch you go on to these different webinars, and I think being able to see, like, I would have so much trouble with somebody gets up to level 1800, and I'm thinking like they're a chess god, right? Like, oh, like I get real serious and I'm playing them, and then I watch you on your webinars and you just dismantle them like with ease. Not just them, but 2000, 2200, and I'm starting to realize like it was real cookie cutter too. Like, here's our openings. This is what we do. It's very simple, just stick to the program, and so I believed it when I saw it, and I saw how systematically you were dismantling these players, and being able to see it, that had a big impact. And yeah, just spending a lot of time really memorizing and practicing the openings and forgetting, screwing them up, and then eventually learning how to do it the right way.
Super. Kevin, one of the things that we are doing a bit different in ChessMood, that's that we're not just giving you courses, we are not just giving you theoretical information, yeah, knowledge, but we all the time we are streaming, showing what we teach. So you see it all the time in practice, which helps you to remember the variations and also help you to understand the positions better. What do you think? What impact had watching the streams on your game? I saw that most of the streams you were participating, or later you were watching the recording and sharing your feedback about that. So I saw that you are one of the guys who was not just watching the courses, but also very intensively trying to not skip any streams. What impact had that streams, yeah, that practical part of your learning in your chess growth?
Yeah, so I guess some of the things that I'd into before the streams is you go and you're watching a lot of grandmasters play grandmasters, but that is just above my pay grade. It's like the people that I'm playing, they're going off the theory really early. So I needed to be able to see you playing people 1400, 1600, 1800, 2000, and how to be able to see some of the things that we see every day. The way that 14, 16, 1800 approach the matches, it's going to be a lot different than the people who know the theory, and they're
Absolutely,
able
yeah.
to go a lot deeper into it. So, oh, this is how you pick them apart in this situation. This is how you change things in a different situation. And then also, I really liked in the webinars where we would go over like, here's what the ChessMood family is doing wrong that I see them doing wrong all the time, and those were really helpful too. So a lot of that made a big influence, and just having uh, a grandmaster available in real time to type and ask questions and try to make sense of things. That's sometimes I get frustrated because I don't understand. It's just I don't get it. And I'll be able to type in a question, and it makes it a lot easier.
I see. Cool. Kevin, does it mean that we had, yeah, in streams, we had to getting from 1800 to 2400? Yeah, so I was streaming and playing with different levels. Does it mean that part was your favorite from our streams?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, not even close. I would go back to those games all the time and be able to watch those over and over and over, just because sometimes when I watch you playing other grandmasters, it's like it's a little frustrating sometimes, because I'm like, I'll never be in this situation ever. It's
Yeah.
so deep, but being able to watch those matches, like it's a lot more relevant to me, just because I'm trying to build up to a place where I know the theory better, and also the people that I'm participating in the match with, they know it better too. So trying to dig myself out of that place and get to a place where, we're both able to get a little deeper into the theory.
Well, Kevin, many people who were playing like you in London systems or playing D4, when I said them, guys, just learn this E4, just learn chess mode openings. They are working fantastic before below 2400 level, and many games you will just win in the openings. I remember that most of the guys were suspicious about that. Like, really, should we do that? But after I started to stream playing against lower level,
Yeah.
like 2000, 2200 level, even like 1800 levels, many of the games during the streams, we were finishing right away, yeah, in the opening, in the
Yeah.
first
Less than
15 moves.
20. Yeah.
Yeah, does it also give you belief in learning these openings? Does it give you the so that okay, Kevin, let's sit and learn this opening. It's really work very well.
No, definitely. It's like it gives me confidence when it was just so easy, and particularly like when, like you said, that the matches were ending so quickly. It's like, wow, like 8 moves into the, not that they're ending in 8 moves or they're ending in 15 moves, but we have a crazy tactical advantage like in a real short amount of time. You're already up a piece, you're up 2 pawns, you're controlling the center of the board. It's just, it was yeah, the proof is in the pudding, just being able to see it. And it was something that it was like, it wasn't too far. Like I coach wrestling, and it's hard to tell my wrestlers sometimes, like, this is going to work for you, do it, trust me. And sometimes there's that belief system that's not there. They don't believe in themselves. Same thing happens for me with chess, right? Maybe I don't think I'm smart enough to understand the theory, or get into it. But when you see like a real simple tactical advantage of being able to understand these chess mood openings, you go, you know what? I can do that. I can do that. And yeah, so it definitely gave me confidence to want to switch over. And I bought into the system early. I saw what you were doing on the streams, and I saw what you were doing on the website, and I just started believing right away. And that was really helpful. Just I'm all in right off the bat. You know,
By the way,
that
I forgot, how did you know about us? How did you find ChessMood?
You know what? I think I might have found you on Instagram, looking up a hashtag or something. I don't know. I'm a chess nerd. I like to
Uh,
follow different people on the internet that are chess
oh, I see.
related. And I eventually stumbled into the ChessMood group, and I started participating and leaving comments on some of the I don't know, puzzles or whatever we had there in the
You mean
group.
Facebook ChessMood group, yeah?
Yeah, the Facebook one.
Okay, I see. Um, Kevin, one question. One of the things I believe as a coach, yeah, is that you get 300 points and some people cannot do. It's because a few things. Yeah, one is like choices you make. Yeah, and second is your training routine is very different. I see over and over people who say that they work 8 hours a day on chess, but it's years are passing, but they have the same level. And when they ask when I ask them what they are doing, they say, "Oh, I play 6 hours and I do 2 hours tactics." And when I say it's wrong, I will move on. It yeah. So I believe that you raised 300 ratings not just because of our strong openings and your hard work, but you had very good routine of learning a chess. Can you share, please, how what kind of routine did you have? How much of your time you were learning? How much of your time you were playing? How much of your time you were doing tactics? Because I believe this was one of the secrets that you got 300. Yeah, this was one of them.
Yeah, so really that's a deep question, and it's a little bit of everything, but really just having a mindset of being all in, right? Um, I would always make sure that I'm showing up to the webinars, right? So that's
Hmm.
one thing that I'm doing. I try to do a good job here of having my chessboard here, and then I'm analyzing on my computer, right? I like to move the pieces. I like to physically move them so that I can be able to have like a little bit of muscle memory to be able
Hmm.
to memorize the openings a little bit more. And going to chess tournaments, I think made a big influence on me. You lose a chess game on the internet, you don't really care, right? Maybe I'm watching Narcos and I'm playing on my phone, and who cares, right?
Yeah.
But when you go to a tournament and you lose to a 14-year-old little Indian kid, it stings a little bit more, you know, and you're like, man, like coach has all of these openings, and I go back to the opening and I realize, oh, 7 moves into it, I was already off of our lines, and it's like I have the tools in front of me to be prepared for this. You know, I think here's the thing too about the tournaments in person is uh, it's just emotionally and mentally grueling. Like by the end of the day, you need a nap. You really do. And I think that's the type of chess that helps you grow. If you play and study chess to where it gives you a headache, that's going to be the type of stuff that's going to help you grow. Just like if you're lifting weights, you know, you go and you do three push-ups, it's not going to have much of an impact on your body. But if you're doing a good job of really pushing yourself past your limits, that's going to be a big change. And a lot of people when they're playing chess, they don't want they just want to have fun. They just want to keep playing chess. They want to, it's like they want to feed the addiction. And I've done that for a long time too. And it's like until you go through enough pain of not having any growth, then usually you won't want to do the extra things. You won't want to take the time to learn the openings, because I don't want to say that it's not fun, but it doesn't feed the beast as much as it does just playing, 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 playing. Like if you start studying the openings, you start studying theory, you got to really, really love chess. And that's been uh, more or less, I guess that's the best way that I can explain it, just all around.
Super. Uh, Kevin, one thing, uh, personally, and many professionals believe that what we wear can change our moods, and it's our slogan, yeah, of ChessMood, right mood, right move. So I see here you are in our ChessMood t-shirt. Think big. Do you
Yeah.
play with this t-shirt when you play online games? And uh, do you believe that this think big helped you too?
You know, think big. I just love this shirt, really. I think this one helps me more with business, if I'm going to be honest with you. But
Uh-huh.
it's the right mood, right moves that helps me. Right. Sometimes I just get so frustrated, and I went from a place where I used to, like, people would hear me yell violently in my house and lose my mind after I'd lose a chess game. And I got out of that habit. I start to enjoy chess a little bit more. I don't take it so seriously. I some of the slogans that we have, like saving lost position, those
SLP,
are,
yeah.
yeah, SLP, SLP. When I'm in a game and I lose a piece and I usually would have quit, I'm like, take a deep breath, and I get so excited when I come back and I win those games, you know? And also too is like when I'm playing against people and I'm like, oh, he's probably gonna quit right now. And he keeps playing. I'm like, oh, he knows SLP. And like and we get to play in the simos against you, where you're like, okay, uh, I'll give you a bishop, and you still dismantle us, right? So I know that it's like there's a lot to be there's a lot of chess still to play, even when you're down a major piece, you know.
Cool. Uh, Kevin, I will give you two questions. It will be different questions.
Okay.
What would you advise to people who also at some point they stuck on their level, and but they want to grow? Yeah. So two questions. One, what would you advise to our ChessMood Pro members? I mean, who have access to ChessMood courses, streams, everything they have. Yeah, they are in same situation as you. They have access to all that. What advice would you give them? This is the first question.
Okay. Well, something that I've been taking a little bit more seriously, I want to go back to having a physical board here, being able to move the pieces around. So as you go and you study the opening, I think it's important to be able to not just watch the video, watch it, pause it, do it on the board, and then also write it down, the notation. Write down
Hmm.
the notation, because it uses both sides of your brain, brings it together, right? Your right side and your left side. And you can watch the video and it's only going to sink in so much. But if you use muscle memory and you start writing things down, I think that it's going to be able to help you more intimately know what you need to be doing. That's probably the best advice that I can be able to give, is just, you know, you can go through and watch all the videos, but man, only so much of it is going to stick. And for me, it's like, really, it's like 5 to 10 moves into the theory, but being able to take the time and go back and learn it just a little bit deeper, that's those are some of the tricks that have helped me. And yeah, it's not it's kind of grueling. It's slow. You don't get to go through as many openings as you probably would if you're just watching, but it sticks a lot better.
Uh, Kevin, by the way, do you watch a classical commented game course?
I do, not as much as I should, but I do. I was trying to do a good job of watching those. Um, I've probably gotten through about 20 of them, if I'm being honest. Yeah,
Okay, I see. Well, soon we are going to upload a few more courses in the middle game we're gonna cover all the middle game topics, and it will not just be classical commented games, but the next two courses gonna be about science of planning in chess,
that
how
sounds
to
great.
see the position and understand what is the plan, how to move on, and second gonna be about art of exchanging the pieces. Like today we have during the webinar, yeah, when to change the bishops, when to change the knights, what's the when to change the queens, yeah, one of the things that we are happening a lot over the game. So hopefully despite of your old business, you will find time to
Yeah,
watch some of them,
absolutely.
and it will take you to the next level. Kevin, and next question. So the first my question, it was what you would advise to our ChessMood Pro members who have all this success, and what would you advise to people who are not our ChessMood Pro members, but also they want to grow and raise rating like you, 300 points in 6 months? What advice would you give others?
That's tough. I don't know. I feel like I have an ace up my sleeve when I'm with the ChessMood group. You know, I would say get a ChessMood membership, is what I would say. Honestly, but what I've noticed with most people though is like they have the excuse like I just like to play, but you'll see them. They'll have 10,000 games racked up on their chess.com. You know, it's like you love chess, but you want to be level 1100 your whole life. Is that how you're living?
Yeah.
I don't understand it. Just some people don't want to invest that extra level of commitment to it. If you're playing 10,000, 20,000 games on chess.com, I think it's very reasonable, the offer that's on the table for your business. It's beyond reasonable. Everything that we have access to it, it's more than what you need to be able to have some serious growth. But some people just have to go through more pain than others. I know that's how I learn. I learn through pain, but and some people just don't want it. You know.
Yeah. One of the things I really believe in my life is that whenever we are, me, you, and everyone who is listening us, is that it's because of our choices. Yeah, it's like, for example, it was you, yeah, who decided, okay, let's I will click there and I will go to see what is this chessboard guys are doing, or it's you who are deciding which book to read. Here
Yeah.
on your table, yeah, I'm seeing some book. I cannot read the name, but it's you, yeah, who chose this book. Others would choose another book, and at the end it will be different, yeah, the
My
levels.
buddy Scott Groves. Yeah.
Mondays
Just
to
a business book. You know.
okay. Yeah. So it's you, yeah, who are deciding to read this book. It's you who are deciding to subscribe somewhere. It's you who are deciding to go to YouTube and to which channel to subscribe. Yeah, and I really, with all my heart, I believe that the rest is just excuses. We just need to make better choices in our life, and then we will end up to a better place. What do you think about this? About making better choices in life?
Absolutely. One of the books that you suggested to me, Eat the Frog.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if I'm going to be honest, like it's we're sitting here in May, and some of the goals that I had set for myself, they start to dwindle away, and I just get ultra focused on work, But but yeah, being able to keep a regiment and keep yourself committed to the goals that you have, you know, not spend so much time on the Netflix, right? Be able to really keep yourself accountable to hit the goals that you had set for yourself, you know, and be able just to get reminded all the time of of the things that are important to you, and to stay committed to that.
True. Kevin, do you read our ChessMood articles? I know how busy you are. I just ask if you find time in all your business or not much.
Yeah, no, a lot of the blogs I've read, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, cool, cool. What do you think? What kind of impact they can have in a mindset of someone who wants to improve in his chess career? Because most of our articles is not about some openings, yeah, do this and get there. Yeah, it's about mindset. Most of them, it's about psychology interest. Yeah. What do you think about that? What impact they have on you?
Um, for me, some of them are just simply just about chess strategy, but also
Mm-hmm.
too, like some of your blogs are pretty deep, man. They're about life. You know, you talked about your decision to invest in yourself. And you went and you sold your Mercedes Benz. Your friends thought you're crazy, and this was just from a conversation that you got from a successful businessman. You went home and you had the courage to say, hey, I'm getting rid of this car. I'm going to invest in myself, you know? And I love
Mm-hmm.
that. I love seeing acts of like courage and cojones, having some balls to really jump out there and hold yourself, have a risk, like right now what you're doing with the risk of being an entrepreneur, it's
Mm-hmm.
your business is growing, and um, it's really been a good example. One of the things that I've been able to see from you, and I know you don't like this too much, us tooting your horn, but you're one of the hardest working people that I know. You're one of the most consistent people that I know. And also too is like when you take some time to do something, your focus is there. It's not like, oh, I'm gonna go on my phone now. You know what I mean? It's like being able to see you just put aside time to do some of the things that you do. It really is a good example of not, it's bigger than the chessboard. It's life examples.
Oh, thank you very much, Kevin.
Yeah,
I
no
really
problem.
hope with this I can. It's like virus. I can even through remote touch. Yeah, I can send it to our students and everyone who want to push forward in his chess career or in his life. Yeah, because actually moving forward in chess career, you need the same mindset that you need to move in life as well, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. And me and you've talked a bit about Gary Kasparov's book, how life imitates chess.
It's chess. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, so many parallels, so many parallels. You know, the way
Yeah.
that you play chess is the way that you're going to live your life. You know, and the way that you study chess is the way you're going to live your life. Absolutely.
Yeah. Kevin, looking forward to meeting you very soon as we did in St. Louis. And
Absolutely.
by the way, from all our ChessMood pro members, whom you miss more?
Who I miss the most?
Yeah, give just one name. I know that many, just give one name.
There's gonna be a couple people that'll be jealous, but I
Okay,
enjoy,
tell me the couple
I
people then.
enjoy Bavatas. Bavatas
But,
is one of my favorites. But Jay, me and him are close. We message on Zoom all the time, and also my boy Peter. I talk to Peter a lot too, and really close with him now. But yeah, just I say those three have grown the closest with, and definitely miss the most.
well, Kevin, for me personally, for creating this chess mod, it's all my success is to see student success, but it's what is making me fantastic happy when I am seeing photos when people are posting in our closed chess mod chat, when people are meeting and having some beer together
Yeah,
or having some fun. This is making me the best feeling when through chess mode, good people met each other, and this is one of the things that I'm very happy to meet people like you, Babatosh, as you mentioned, and other Eric Ortega and other our cool guys with
yeah,
all
the biker
different.
guy. I haven't
Yeah,
got to meet him yet, but yeah, we're friends here on Facebook.
yeah. Like last few months, we got so many new members. Ainojin, who is in Japan, a few good guys in England, and this is the most exciting part for me. Not just when I meet these people, but also when I see that you are meeting each other, playing together, having fun, making jokes. Yeah, this is the best feeling for me to have.
Yeah, I
uh,
wasn't expecting that. That was something that happened on, just icing on the cake, and yes, the Chess Mood family for sure.
yeah, it's I see over and over some people trying to do what we do, try to create some Facebook or a page or website, and they call their community to families, yes, something like that. But not understanding that if you don't put your soul there, it will never be family. It will be
Yeah,
just community. And I feel like in this we succeed. Yeah, this is a family who are supporting each other, moving forward together.
I agree. Yeah, no, definitely, man. It's something that I wasn't expecting, and it's been really cool. Yeah, and so it really does mean a whole lot to me, and I'm proud to be on the Chess Mood family.
Thank you very
There's
much.
pride in it. I put that on my Facebook, my Instagram. I put Chess Mood family like under my bio,
Yeah,
and
thank you,
yeah,
thank you
it's
very
one of
much,
my
bro.
my points of pride that I have.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
Kevin, I know how busy period right now is there in the USA for you now, but anyway, what is your next goal in chess and how you are going to achieve it?
I am trying to get my rating up to 2,000. You know, 2,000 is kind of like a nice mental marker for me. You
Mm-hmm.
know, get out of the teens, get up to 2,000, start to play more consistently around the 2,000 range. And really, the ultimate goal is to become a title chess master. You know, I told you before, I'm not trying to become a grandmaster, right? Like my friends, they don't know the difference, right? They already call me a chess master, anyways. But but to be an actual title chess master, I think that'd be pretty darn cool. And that's the ultimate goal for me. And then also too is just get to a place where I can be able to give back to the community more with chess. I was doing a lot with the wrestling, and I just recently quit coaching. So I think being able to help help and reach out to some of the kids and play some chess and create a community around here is something that I want to be able to do as well.
Yeah, super, super. Kevin, I'll give you the last question, but it will be a bit not easy question. Probably you will need to think a bit.
Okay.
Let's say you have some billboard, or let's say like all the chess world, who is around 1500 rating, or okay, they are chess lovers who want to improve. What just one sentence, which one sentence or two words, what would you say?
Ooh,
Just one sentence. Like imagine like, oh, okay, it's billboard. Yeah, it's you cannot write long text. What would you write there?
damn, that's a good question. I would have to think on that for like a day or two. That's like a nice marketing question right there. Some of the things that jump out to me is like, how bad do you want it? you know, uh,
Something
um,
like, what is your why? Yeah,
yeah,
I,
you know,
I
it's
I like it. I like it. How bad you want it, because it makes the
yeah,
difference. Yeah, if you want something, but if you want it very much, it gives different commitment, right?
yeah. It's that book I was reading right now too. Day 4, it was saying, what is your more or less what is your why? And I was thinking
Yeah,
about you when I was reading it. Yeah, yeah, it was
yeah,
cool to
but
see
I
that in
I,
there.
I love I love it, Kevin. Super one. How bad you want it? Yeah, how bad you want
Yeah,
it. Uh, Super. Kevin, thank you so much for your time, for sharing all this. Um, when I'm making courses, and at some point, someone is writing me feedback back at, "Hey man, with your courses, I raised this. I'm feeling me so happy." Or someone is writing some good feedback below my video course. And when we put this interview in the YouTube, looking forward that not right away, yeah, but hopefully after some times, I will see some comments. Thank you, Kevin, for your tips. Because of your one sentence, I did this, or because I hear that you changed to play from London system to E4 player, I also tried and become this, yeah. And I think for you too, it will be the biggest joy, yeah, to see that during this, I don't know how long we are speaking, maybe half hour, yeah, around,
Yeah,
that you could impact in other lives. Yeah, I believe this will be the biggest joy for you too, right?
absolutely. And one thing that I promise on top of this too, when you're talking about all the cool things that are happening in the chats and people, having success, I promise that I will teach them how to trap people against the French defense. Right, my specialty. Kind of a one-trick pony now. I'm sure they're sick of hearing from me, but I'm a shouter for the rooftop because I enjoy it so damn much.
Yeah, yeah, like even in the new website, yeah, we wrote that we have fun when Kevin traps someone nights to some to people who are not ChessMood members. I just tell that we have one line in our ChessMood opening, a French line, when there is a trap which is very popular. Uh, Myself, when I'm streaming against the level of Kevin player, it's not happening much. But Kevin is trapping people with the same trap, the same
Oh
knight. So
man,
we call
yeah,
Kevin Knight Trapper.
that's right. Yeah, right on.
Okay, thank you very much, Kevin.
Thank
Thank
you,
you
Coach.
for everything. Yeah, looking forward to your chess lovers to hearing your success stories. Sure, hearing Kevin's one.
Right on. All right, Coach. Have a
All
great
right,
day. See ya.
ciao, bro.